Hi. In Matthew 6:19 through 21, Jesus said this, "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." Now, this doesn't mean you can't collect willow tree figurines or tools or have nice things. It is about what we really base our lives on, what we really build our security and where our hearts really are. They could be in our own pleasures or security in this world, or they could be investing in what God cares about and in all eternity. When we initiate communicating value and helping of others, because we believe God, we want to please Him, and we take His word and His kingdom seriously, the opportunities are all around, and the costs are of many types. The cost may involve money, and normally when we read this passage, that's one of the first applications we think of. We hear that passage when we talk about missions and outreach and so forth, and that's certainly valid. Other costs involve time sacrifices. Time is extremely valuable to us, and sometimes the cost of investing in the kingdom is a change of plans, sacrificing what we wanted to do for something that God has put in front of us that we know in our hearts He wants us to do. It may involve forgiving, accepting the cost of others' hurt toward us, just the way the Lord does. And because we've been forgiven, forgiving others. And sometimes it's the people that are closest to us that we do this with. So these costs and accepting Him show that our lives are really about Jesus. Jesus first and more and over us and all others. These costs are actually investing and building treasure for all eternity in heaven. So it's not just those that have gifts we don't have that get to use those gifts to invest in heaven. It's not just those with money, as we might sometimes think. Opportunities are all over, and now is a great time. It's a wonderful opportunity to become more eternally oriented, to ask God to help us shift our sense of treasure and security to heaven, to orient ourselves more to eternity. So often we're just so busy, tyranny the urgent, everything happening. This is a slow down time, and many of us are really appreciating that aspect of this time. But as we look and we seek and we seek the Lord and we discover or experiment with ways to communicate value to others and to love them biblically, to help them in ways that are helpful and meaningful to them. When we follow Christ in this way, we are investing treasure in heaven. May God bless you as we do this together. Amen.